It's me, Aka, and I want to talk to you guys about mutual honor. And the reason I feel this is important is because it's important to my connection. Like, without mutual honor, there cannot be harmony in my connection. So this is all based on my experience. I'm learning just like you guys. I'm the reason I pass information on is to see that I understand it right. Or, Einstein said, if you understand a concept and you can explain it simply, then you've got it. So mutual honor was something that I didn't always didn't click until a couple months ago. Before I honored my twin flame to the exclusion of me, it was like every time I saw her or even thought of her, there was like this eclipse that took place, and her being and her beauty and her overwhelmingly gorgeous truth completely eclipsed me. And it's like I could lose myself and not, like, where am I? Who am I outside of this? And so it was easy to do, and it was natural for me to honor my twin flame to the exclusion of me, and that because that's just I could not fathom me being a fraction of beautiful as my twin flame. Um, fuck, I said that all wrong. I'm better at writing than speaking, guys, but I know you guys like seeing videos. What was I saying? So I would go from honoring my twin flame to honoring me. So say I just got triggered, and I had been honoring my twin, not honoring me, and this is becoming extreme, and the tension's building up, and something's gonna give, and boom, we get into this explosive argument, and it's like feel like I forgot where I was going with that. Or maybe I didn't know. Um, the imbalance had to explode. It had to be destroyed. It was a tower that was crumbling, and so what I ended up doing was like raving about my self-worth, because I just realized my self-worth. And um and so that put me in a place where, like, I was in a little narcissistic bubble for a little while, where I was outwardly like letting my anger out and lashing out at people and on people on Facebook, and um, it wasn't nice, but it was like I was going through a phase where I went from this extreme where I was only honoring my twin flame to this extreme where now I'm only honoring myself, um, and and then coming back in that center where now when my twin flame triggers me, I first honor my feelings and I honor my truth and I honor the fact that I'm fucking pissed off. And it doesn't matter if anyone thinks I have the right to be angry, or anyone can try on the outside to invalidate my emotions, but and when healing the second sacral chakra, we learn to accept our emotions and honor our feelings and take responsibility for them. So that meant to me, even if my twin flame didn't even do anything wrong, and I know she didn't do anything wrong, but I'm triggered, so I'm pissed off, and my reaction is to lash out at my twin flame. Honoring my anger, honoring myself, honoring my emotions, taking responsibility for them means saying, hey, taking a break, taking a step back, and being like, hey, it's okay that you're angry. There's nothing wrong with this. This is a human emotion. And let's not even think about twin at this point. Let's just calm the fuck down and not not judge myself for being angry. You know, it's not, oh, your twin flame's not even doing anything, you're tripping over nothing. Like, I don't do that. I have the right to be angry whenever I'm fucking angry, and it doesn't matter how anybody else feels about it. It does matter if I'm hurting others and I'm lashing out, right? But honoring your feelings means, like, when you honor your feelings, you don't have to do those things. You don't have to lash out. You don't have to project. You don't have to displace. Like, coming home to myself and meditating and journaling and screaming in my pillow if I have to, but honoring my anger and honoring myself and honoring my feelings and honoring my truth. And then once that energy is clear, because 90% of the time you just got triggered, and your responsibility is to heal yourself, is to heal that trigger, is to clear the energy before turning to your twin flame or lashing out at other people, or whether it's anger or grief or fear. Our first priority should be to take care of ourselves, to honor what we're feeling. And when we honor and love ourselves in this dark space, that's how we transmute. You know, that's when the darkness becomes light and the fear becomes courage, and, you know, the doubt becomes faith. When we sit in our shit and we just love the fuck out of ourselves. And sometimes that takes prayer, like, God, please show me how to love myself right now. You know, just like shower love on me right now. And I'm serious, like a vortex has opened up above me. Like, when I have been in my lowest states, I've done that and just feel like a vortex and just love pouring down and angels all around. And, you know, when that used to happen, I used to fucking cry. Like, I don't even deserve this, because I was conditioned to believe that I didn't deserve God's love. So I totally went off track. But what I was trying to say is that honoring yourself and honoring your feelings first. So my twin said something to me. She didn't do anything wrong. She didn't even do anything out of the ordinary. But I'm triggered because she triggered me. I was in something and she said this, and now this stuff is coming up. I honor myself. When I feel better, when I purged, when I've, you know, whatever I need to do, put my feet in the ground, meditate, do yoga, hug trees, fucking call my best friend, all of it. When I'm done with that and I'm feeling good again, that's when I look at my twin flame and, oh, she didn't even do fucking anything wrong. I'm so glad that I didn't say anything dumb. For real though, that's what it's been. And then, since I'm clear, now I can see my twin flame clearly, and I see how she's feeling. Like, I can feel her feels more clearly. And from this point, I can honor her and say, I'm still angry. I can still be angry and honor my twin flame, because I know that this isn't about her, or even if it is about her, I can still honor the anger without acting on it, acting out. I mean, sometimes we have to act on anger to initiate change. Don't get me wrong. There's a difference between the anger that is triggered that you need to transmute, and the anger that is meant to drive you to initiate change. And you know this. If you're conscious, you know if you need change in your situation. And a lot of people will tell you blanket things like, oh, if your twin flame's this, then this, and if your twin flame's this, then this. But the path is unique, and nobody knows your twin flame like you. There's no psychic, no twin flame coach, no shaman, no healer that knows your twin flame better than you. And that's why my advice comes from inside. And I examine my advice, and sometimes I see what my twin flame friends have to say about it. But first and foremost, and in the end, I follow my own guidance. And that's part of honoring yourself. So I'm honoring myself, and I'm honoring where my twin flame is. And in this space, knowing that she feels this way and I can honor that. It doesn't matter if I'm angry at her, because I'm honoring myself. And now I understand why space and separation is needed. And the sooner I can honor that, the faster separation, the purpose of separation is fulfilled, and the sooner separation ends. Okay, so we drag out separation when we're dreading and we're going, oh, woe is me, woe is me, woe is me. But when we honor separation, we see the purpose of separation, and we're grateful for it. Then we're not resisting it anymore, and it flows from our experience. And the next thing you know, I'm talking to my twin flame again, because we went through that cycle real quick. You know, my twin flame and I used to. At first, it was years. We could go a year and a half without even speaking to each other, and then it turned into months, and now it's just, yeah. I think I might need to cut this. What do you guys think? So back to mutual honor. To get there, I would suggest making a commitment. Yeah, I pulled this card asking Michael for advice about this topic, and you have to make a commitment to honor your twin flame as yourself. Okay, so going back to, the scripture in the Bible, love your neighbor as yourself. The as yourself is the magic part. That's like the information that we've all been missing, even though it was right there. It was in the Bible with the red words, Jesus, but nobody ever taught us that what it meant was that we have to love our neighbor as ourselves. And that means perfect balance. It has to be balanced. And when we do that, we honor each other. We honor our twin flame as ourselves. And it first starts with honoring your feelings. Honoring your feelings. When you honor your feelings, you embrace your truth. And when your sacral chakra is operating at optimum levels, because you accept your truth, you accept your emotions, and you don't let anyone invalidate them or tell you that they're not important or make you feel less than because you're emotional. Oh my gosh, archaic thinking. Like, don't let people make you feel that way. I feel like I'm going in circles. I'm talking about honoring feelings, right? Yeah. So that's why it's important. Honoring our feelings, honoring our feelings, honoring our feelings. We're not saying, oh, I don't even have a right to be angry because my twin flame didn't do anything wrong. It doesn't matter. I was diagnosed with bipolar disorder, and I was called weak. I was called sensitive in a derogatory way. I was called psycho, and it made my sacral chakra shut down because I felt like I didn't have a right to feel these things, because nobody on the outside could understand why I was feeling what I was feeling. I couldn't either. And society was continuously rejecting. And that's what happens. People want you to buck up or man up or whatever that means. Like, just embracing our emotions and being responsible and disciplined enough to handle them without making them someone else's responsibility or lashing out. You have to make me happy. You pissed me off. It's your responsibility to fix it. Like that, those are the behaviors that shut down the sacral chakra. I feel like I'm going in circles. It is a commitment. It's a commitment because with any habit, it's so easy to go back, like to regress to what is comfortable and what we know. The neural paths in our brain are easily traveled, and it's not. It takes a commitment to say, I'm changing. I'm going to change this about myself. I'm going to stop only honoring my twin flame, or I'm going to stop only honoring me. This only works when you honor yourself first. So, okay, let me just recap, because I really do feel like I'm going in circles. Mutual honor happens when we honor ourselves first. And that means not trying to intellectualize what we're feeling Or, I mean, you could, but the honor is in the acceptance, in the surrender, and the love. Especially when our twin flame is triggering us and stuff is coming up, and we have to be disciplined to honor ourselves and take care of ourselves, and do yoga, meditate, write in your journal, burn stuff, whatever it is you do. And then when we feel clear, we take a good look at our twin flame and we honor where that person is. And it doesn't matter how we feel about their feelings. I mean, it does, because we're honoring our feelings. So I could be mad that my twin flame is feeling this way, but I can still honor my twin flame's feelings, even though I'm mad about it. And this is the beginning of harmony, I feel. It's easier now to allow my twin flame to feel whatever she's feeling, because I'm honoring my feelings. I'm not demanding her to do it for me. And I think that's it. Love you guys.